Hello everybody and welcome back. I'm Cam Christo and this is the If Necessary for Years, If Necessary Alone campaign. I'm Cam Christo, thank you very much for joining me. This is Black Ice. So, in the last episode, Japan fell and we conquered their whole freaking country. Now, we are going to have problems. We're going to have problems from resistance, but I think surely we have the equipment to garrison these. Yeah, it's all on its way. Okay, good. Ooh, except for maybe some of the manpower, but it's mostly on its way. But yeah, it should be good. Alright, so now comes the task of reorganizing. And first off, Cunningham, I'm going to... When do people actually revolt from resistance? Because there is a point at which that happens. Is it only when you get all the way up to 90? I assume that's the case. When you get to 90, they actually start revolting. Okay, so that we're not likely to have to suffer from that. Yeah. So we don't need to leave behind men to quell a potential Japanese revolt. So what we have right now is huge numbers of garrison forces that we no longer need. So, for example, these Indian divisions. I think we start mass disbanding these armies. Like your war is over. Well, I mean, yeah, right? Because we just don't need them. I mean, maybe I use some of them to garrison up here, but yeah, it's probably okay. Yeah, let's do that. We can free up some of our divisions from places like Norway with them. Okay, so to defend Norway, I will send some Indians and some Aussies. And I'd like two more Indian forces, please. In fact, yeah, we might as well just take full control and reorganize it all. So what we got in here? A couple of mountain. It's true, we could also use the mountain divisions. But yeah, these garrisons. Give me them. Convert them to frontline troops. We could, but they're many of the templates are things that I don't have. So that would be a bit of a pain. Like they're not mine, so I'd have to make the new templates for them. Why can't I select these two at the same time? There we go. So you guys are British, so we'll split off the actual British troops. We're mostly just interested in reorganizing the troops from the colonies right now. Who invaded Norway first? You or the Germans? It was the Germans. We just arrived to help. Very successfully, I might add. Germans doing more of a counteroffensive, spreading this front line. Counteroffensive back into Crimea. So this are the Aussies, and these are pretty good. Like this is a proper army right here, with lots of fine Australian equipment. So you can just get wholesale, delete all those front lines you had, and come home. So this army, what are you guys doing right now? You're dealing with these guys, okay. So let's assign you accordingly then. You're dealing with the Mediterranean. We could do with a new theatre potentially. You lads, yeah, you're no longer port defenders. You're the Australians. Can I have something to represent that? There we go, Australia. This is the Australian army. I'd like you to come over here, please. Come on home. Not home. Come on to my home, rather. Okay, so next. This is a mixed my infantry and territorial division army. These garrisons can go over here. It's also Oh, it wasn't the right same army, was it? It's this one. So territorial divisions, we'll separate them out. But these are all my basic infantry, yes? No. There's some Aussies and some Canadians in here. They can go over to this army. Now these are all my infantry, yes? Yes, okay. So you're just a standard infantry army. Just come home. There's one in Norway. There's going to be one around here. Okay, and we've got room for a few more in there. Next. You are an entirely Indian division, but with better troops than the other one. So of these guys, deselect the ones I don't want. The kind of good standard infantry divisions of India. These guys. I want them in here. Okay, so this is another good army. We've got so many armies. And this division is, I mean, yeah, this is a perfectly sturdy infantry division. We're going to have far more infantry than we need, is what I'm learning. So we should just open, like, 6 fronts against the Germans. So you guys, there's got to be some more good infantry divisions. Yeah, there's one there. Let's have you. And you are going to be marked. Oh no, these aren't all creme de la creme, are they? These are light infantry as well. Okay, well actually the Indian light infantry would be good for action in North Africa. So let's deploy them separately. There we go. Any more Indian light infantry? What are you? Yeah, light infantry with jungle support. And pack artillery. Let's have them as well. Good. So these are some lighter divisions which are good for fighting in North Africa. Have them come here. Okay, and assign them as such to North Africa. And they're lighter, so let's give them the light infantry designation. Now, next in the east, we have these guys. So these are the Indian specialist divisions, including the mountaineers. So let's get... Oh, and the cavalry. Mountaineers and cavalry, which is all that's left here? No, it's still the garrisons. Okay. Mountaineers and cavalry, come in here. Now, these are just basic infantry, Indian infantry divisions, so give them a new army. Worry about them later. Now, the cavalry are a separate kettle of fish, but the mountaineers, of which you are not one, into a new army. So, mountaineers. These are obviously perfect for taking over the fighting that's currently going on in the Balkans. So let's send them to Athens and assign them accordingly. They are mountaineers. There we go. They're Indian, so we'll make them red because that kind of matches their map color. Oh, no, it doesn't. Oh well, make them red. Fine. Now you are Indian motorized. Where's my other good Indian stuff? Here it is. God, the Indians have deployed a lot of men, huh? So these are a bunch of Indian infantry and motorized. Right, won't worry about them for a minute. Now here we've got Indian garrisons. Oh, and some cav. And some mountaineers. We know where they're going. And... Right, so the rest is all just infantry. And then here we got a few more infantry to go over there. And these are just garrisons, which you are as well. Okay, now you are some garrisons. Should go in here, right? Yeah. This is my non-native garrison army. Now, you are just basic infantry. Just go in here. These aren't necessarily the armies they'll end up in. It's just to keep them organized. So, you are all garrisons. You are now... there's a few more light infantry in here. Who should come here. Then... Right, you're all garrisons now. And you have one more cavalry. We should go over to the cavalry army. And the next one, you are the Marines. Which also includes some light divisions. You should come here. And then... This army is all infantry now, so it can merge in here. Then we have our Marines, which includes some... First off, just my infantry, which we have room for here. And then also some Indian infantry, which can just go in here. And you can now come here and... Yeah, come to Gibraltar. Start planning a naval invasion here. And we'll just assign everyone there so that they go there. And then we'll assign these guys to that army in the fullness of time. Okay. Next. Right, also, the Marines need moving over to the Mediterranean theatre. They can be under the Port Defender squad, for which we'll need a new Field Marshal, but we'll free him up in a second. So, we now have you, which is just infantry. And do you have a... Right, you're currently attacking Iran. Okay. Why do I have men in the Americas? Ah, they're just the Canadian port garrisons. Yeah, you can just have them back. That's fine. We should briefly here have a an Iranian theatre. But I mean, it's just gonna... They're just gonna surrender when they surrender, basically. Because we're just rolling through. Unopposed, more or less. I just hope they surrender to us rather than the Soviets. Right, next, you lads. The Cunningham chaps. Okay, you can... Let's just have you stay over here, actually. Just for a minute. In case something does kick off in terms of this Japanese resistance. I don't think it will, but just do that. Go to ports so that I can quickly move you out. We're not going to need these attack plans. Okay, next, Cunningham's staying in the east. Now you, the massive Indian and some Australian infantry divisions. I don't know what to do with you because there's so many of them. Well, we shouldn't just do nothing with them. That seems foolish. So let's... But where can I store them? Which is a rather unkind way of referring to a whole bunch of human beings. I guess for now, they're just my reserve, and they live in India. Just garrison the ports of India for now. And yeah, I mean that'll do. Just sit in India for a minute. I don't think we're going to need them. We might want the motorized because they're pretty good. Yeah, so actually let's take the motorized out. Where did my motorized? And put them in this mobile division one. Okay, and then you are you're Cunningham staying behind. You're you handling Iran. Okay, so we can leave you, and this is like the cleanup squad. And you're just a reserve. Is there a reserve tag? I don't think so. One of these that just says R? No, these are directions. One of these that says R on it? No. Well, I mean, just to make it clear what they are, well, that they're something, rather. And you're just garrisons again. I really don't think we're going to need the garrisons. Who did I send to hold Norway? Oh, I didn't actually send anyone to hold Norway in the end, did I? Okay. These garrisons, Indian garrisons, I'm going to send them to Norway. I want you to just garrison the ports and victory points of Norway. Good. Does the US supply you oil? Yes, quite a bit of it. Not all of it, but quite a bit of it. And then you should go to Northern Europe. That's currently where I have my Norwegians assigned, right? Yes. It's these guys and this lot. Oh, but you shouldn't be in Northern Europe. You should be in this one, which is just the home guard one. Yeah, this is like our reserve that we're keeping at home. So we'll call this the Great Britain Squad, which Montgomery and Cunningham will come and join in the fullness of time. So that leaves a bunch more garrisons. Excuse me. My garrisons. Since they're my garrisons, I'd like the equipment and the manpower back, honestly. I don't think we need them in garrisons. We can garrison with other people's stuff. Yeah, I want the manpower and the equipment back. And then we have these guys, the mobile units. Well, right, what is this? Where are these guys? They're the African port garrisons. They are absolutely not needed. Are they anywhere else? Over here in this side? Yeah, we don't need that. But, I mean, it's not hurting anyone. So maybe we leave it there. Under East Africa. Probably give it a new theatre. No, we can put it in the east, actually. So that's East Africa. These are the Indian garrison, right? So we can just put India on here. I'm assuming India is a region. No? Really? Okay, well, I guess South Asia is the closest we can do. And you guys are Iran. Is Iran a theatre? If not, we'll just go Middle East. Okay. I guess we can make it Indian Ocean. You guys are involved in Iran. You guys are not involved in Iran, but you're just kind of in the east. I guess you're just kind of unassigned in the east, actually. Then we have these cavalry and military. So there's the cavalry, and these infantry. These cavalry are not. They're light, is one of their advantages. And they're how fast are they? Yeah, they're not very fast. Although actually, is that being lowered? Yeah, actually, their base is not bad. It's just being lowered by infrastructure. But I don't think I want them. I think they're going to use fuel that I'd rather not use. So I'm going to add them to the Indian garrison. But then on the other hand, the mounted rifles, are you different? No, you're truly terrible. Add you to the garrison. But then these guys, this is a division. So these I'm going to integrate into one of my armies. These Indian motorized divisions can come and join Slim Boy here, which is this point, isn't it? Yeah. Okay. We've got one division handling this, which should be more than enough. And what army are you in that's doing that? It's just you. Oh yeah, and I sent a bunch of them down to the freaking Balkans. I completely forgot about them. Now we have one more garrison who can just go to India. India is just going to be the kind of holding ground. India's job is just to feed all these random troops that we don't think we need. But I'm not just going to give them back to the people. Now Australia, I've removed all of your port defences. You really shouldn't need them. I shouldn't say don't, but shouldn't. So China, are you at peace now? You should join my war. I helped you out. I helped you out big time. Okay, I think those are the orders. Next, the fleets. And I think the simple way to solve this is step 1, halt the whole fleet, and then send it to Alexandria. And then the escorts go into the home reserve. Yeah. Go into the home reserve. And come home. Do they all merge into this one? Oh no, I'm going to do it to each of them. Come into the home reserve, but also merge up into one fleet. The submarines just hold and come over here to Tripoli. More submarines. Merge up and come into the Med Reserve. Merge up and then merge into the Mediterranean Reserve. And we'll use you to just reinforce the other one if we need them, which we probably won't. Second subfleet. Same deal. Merge up and then go to the Med Reserve. So you guys are coming over, but you're a different fleet. Okay, and then this subfleet is coming over, isn't it? So yeah, we'll just put that in here. And the Med Reserve go merge with the... Sorry, the East Reserve go merge with the Med Reserve. Okay, let's save in case it somehow crashes. Not that it has actually crashed even once so far, which is lovely. And then we'll just speed up time and let people execute those orders. See how it shakes out. See what I've done wrong. And next, we are out of air production capacity. So give me more rifles, substantially more rifles, because we're about to upgrade the type. And we'll need lots of factories for that. And then beyond that, yeah, some Marines and some motorized divisions are deploying. Needing more transport trucks. Okay. Now I would like it if... Yeah, who is coming over here? You, right? Yeah. The Med should have a different field marshal commanding its different fronts. I thought you could click drag field marshals. Okay. So you get... Oh yeah, who's field marshalling in the east? We've got Brian Horrocks and... Right, Claude. Claude is good. So you guys should get unassigned. Because those two armies... Hello? Oh, hello, Oliver? Thank you. You don't need generals for that. Just like you don't need generals for these coast defenses. What I do need generals for is the attack on Vichy France. So give me Claude for that. And Claude also needs the Royal Marines, who are going to help him out with that. Okay. And then this becomes the North African thing. And then this is the Balkans. Balkans. Good. But then the light guys are actually going to help here. Okay. And if possible, I'd love them to take a boat. Wasn't there like a prefer boat or don't prefer boat setting at one point? Am I crazy? Where are you? Oh my god. Please, for the love of God, do not take that route. Okay, anyone except the two that are already at sea. Meet up somewhere fairly central, like Rangoon. And please, strat redeploy there. Oh, right, why are these two not moving? Because they are in a port, okay. You two can go directly over here. Now, many of these guys are going to take truly stupid routes. But they seem to be taking relatively sensible ones. Although, why are you landing here? Anyone that's already at sea. The Australia division, we sent you here, didn't we? Yeah. Go to Hull. And we'll see. Of those who are on trains. Are you taking in remotely sane routes? Yes, it looks like it. Okay. And then of you guys, how about you? Nope. Nope. Truly terrible order. Truly terrible routes. Okay, meet in Saigon. And then anyone that's not currently strat redeploying must be at sea, which means you can in fact still go here and do this. And you guys that were going to Saigon, do strat redeploy. Now you guys, I don't much care what were you gonna do? They're just going straight, all going straight to Hull. Okay. I think I was going to help you and have you go to Norway. Yeah. Okay. So you guys just go to Norway. Good. Now you lads, that's right. I was going to send you to Norway as well, wasn't I? But these are basic infantry. Oh no, that is my Norway guys. Okay. Thought they looked like Norway-like chaps. Western Europe. These are the ones already actively deployed down here. Now, yes, the Gurkhas. That's an important one. They're somewhat all over the shop. So those of them currently at sea go directly to Athens. And those that are on land, let's meet in Calcutta. And we will take the boats from there. The light infantry, I've already done, I think. Yes. The port defenders in the Med are fine to stay. What are you lot doing? You're right, you're these port defenders, okay. But there seem to be extra ones in here. Like if I unselect the ones who are holding these ports for me, and the ones who are in here. That's not everyone. Ah, keep command. Okay. Cool. And that's this army, isn't it? No? It's... Which one was it? This army. No. This army, which is under East Africa. Yes, okay. The Med, can I move this up? Yes, good. The Med should be higher in the East. Okay, the East should... Well, right now, actually, I'd like to give them reinforcement priority. But I think that's fine, keeping this even across the board. Okay, good. Right, now we can unforce. Oh, not quite. We're short aluminium. Good, and right. Air wings. That's the other thing we need to reorganize. So, planes. Where have they gone? We had a bunch of planes in Japan. I guess they got evicted when the peace deal happened for some reason. Well, let's just fly everyone we can home to London. You guys are already there. You're on votes. You're on votes. You're them. Okay, yeah, the other ones must just be relocating. Yeah, once we get these garrisons supplied, filled, we should be able to lower the resistance quite a bit. Also, once we upgrade these guys, that'll be good. If you put two in the same place, do they stack up? Do they, like, apply double? Appears no. Okay. Good to know. Good. But the new upgrades will also help with that. And we have some decisions we could do. Is there such thing as a decision that lowers... I suppose I could send more ships to the... Yeah, we should probably do this. Send more parts to the Soviets. And the Azores lease would actually be useful. Oh, click that away. What do they say? They accept. This will prove useful. Ooh, and there's a cruiser chassis. Cool. So yeah, temporary control of the Azores. Just in case that's helpful, because I feel like I have spare political power right now. Next, research. Keep on plowing through here. We're not going to be able to start building tanks for a little while here. Stability is going down, so sure, do some heroic tales. Any other decisions? No. Military factories. We have another air factory, air production capacity enabled, so we can do that. And give me a bit more aluminium. Okay. Good. Yeah, so step 1, take over Vichy France, which I don't know when they're going to do, because they are... Ooh, okay, they've done a bunch of it. French Republic declares war on Vichy France. Well, that didn't happen. Unless they just did it? Capture Syria and the Levant. Didn't work. Recapture West Africa. Didn't seem to work. We should be at war with Vichy France right now, is what I'm seeing here. Is it because I haven't done the operations? Maybe I have to do the operations. And that is actually what those focuses trigger. No. Maybe that's it. Alright, and there's a bunch more factories, which almost certainly come from... These are transport trucks, right? Those are heavy transport trucks. Normal transport trucks we need. For more motorized stuff. And then... some more garrison equipment we're probably going to need, given the big increase of that over the coast. And then just put some in the buffer for now. Chinese United Front forms an unstable alliance. Indeed. Put some on... Yeah, it's got to 10 on convoys. Takes a while to build them. Dealt with that. Dealt with that. 100 naval battle results. Oh, hello. Relatively significant. Cruiser and some destroyers. They lost 6 destroyers there. Nice. And yeah, we're losing fuel at a prodigious rate because our whole fleet is suddenly moving. Let's import a bunch more. Yeah, and we're having to use tons of convoys to simultaneously transfer all my troops. And yes, we have some disastrous supply situations, but they can wait until men arrive. There's the new rifle. Wow, it takes a long time for the new tech thing to pop up. I should try and stay up to date on a lot of this, like hard attack and AT grenades, even though we really want to get tank stuff. Because it's also very important that we just keep our main stuff up to date too. Okay, outdated stuff in production. The old infantry equipment, which we shall switch over from to the new rifle number 4 Mark II. Losing quite a bit of production efficiency in the process, but that's why we overstacked the number of factories we needed on it, so we could definitely keep up to date. And then where are my planes? Where are my planes that were in Japan? Did they just go back into our reserves? I hope not. Oh, damn, it looks like they maybe did. Damn! There goes all of my fighter experience. That was hard won. That's a load of rubbish. And yes, Sevastopol has still held the whole time. Damn, that is... I feel cheated. Well, give me some... give me 800 of these with French manpower. And then split them up and train them. And give me another 100. Naval bombers. Although actually we can do 200 naval bombers. Or actually we can do 300 naval bombers. Okay, nice. Split them up, train them. And then also here. New wing. God, it's so much harder to use the default size. So let's use poles. The default size air wing deployment window. It's amazing that it's still this large after so long. Like, what is this? Why would you ever make it this? Look at all this space that the user definitely doesn't want to interact with when they're on this screen. We've got 400 swordfish carrier bombers. Beautiful. Let's use them. We're not going to run out of those anytime soon. I'm not going to need them on carriers. But I'm going to have to retrain all these freaking pilots. I have been robbed of a lot of hard-won experience. Outrageous. Truly outrageous. Cool. There we go. some of the guys already here can move out to avoid the overstacking. The province of Canada is cancelling their Lend-lease. No worries. Okay. Battle in the North Sea, huh? Just some Romanian convoys. Business as usual. And over here, probably Americans defending our convoys. No, Americans raiding Danish convoys. What is the new thing it's excited about here? Ah, equipment introduction. Good point, actually. Can't quite do that, but I should prioritize those factories because we have some spare right now. And it can use up the aircraft production capacity that we have. They're really close to Moscow. They're pushing kind of past it. We are at our special forces limit now, which means I'm not able to train these anymore. Am I still at special forces cap even if I do this? I think so. What that means is, if anyone in here is special forces, you can go. Don't think they are. It's just these mountaineers. Now these basic Indian divisions, they are full of Gurkhas. And what is this? This Rifle elites. They don't seem like they're that elite. They haven't got many support companies. But yeah, that puts us at our special forces limit. Oh, in fact, we are currently fielding more than our allowed special forces weight. Because we're fielding too many. Ooh, we get a division attack factor minus a lot. Ouch. That hurts. You know what we should use our political power to do, actually? We should raise standards on our army. And, like, officer training and stuff. I think that would be prudent. Alright, Germany. It really is you versus the world now. So, yeah, we need to give back some of these special forces. Let's just try and... Can I see, like, what's using them? 70 Marine battalions, 89 Gurkha battalions. Yeah. So... I think some of the least experience of these guys, the Gurkha battalions, these Indian divisions are actually better, right? Yeah, they have more stuff to them. Okay, so some of these Gurkha battalions can go. And we just basically send them back to the Indians. It's not like they're actually getting deleted. More free factories. Planes. Yeah, we might actually need... Let's ramp up on trains, because I expect once we're onto the continent, we're suddenly going to need a whole bunch more trains. I guess it recalculates. On the daily? Okay, yeah. We're still over. Slightly. So... Two more of these divisions can go back. That should put us at the cap, I think. We also have some special forces training we should do. Yeah, good. Which means these guys can start training again. Yeah, sorry, not special forces training. Special forces doctrine. Over here. Just gives us... Does it give us more cap? Actually doesn't give us more capacity. Just makes them better. Ooh, shore bombardment bonus on them. Nice. And then a bunch of marine bonuses. Gurkha and mountaineer bonuses. Paratrooper bonuses. Cool. Alright. What else should I be doing right now? The Pentagon is finished. Good for the Yanks. That displays my apathy quite effectively. Ooh, right. Hang on. Winning that war also disbanded all the fighter wings I had active in Serbia? How does that make any sense? Have I got some radar up here yet? Yes, good. Still more to go. They're not hitting me at home, so these guys that were defending at home, I need you over Serbia, please. We do have room for more. I think we already upgraded these air bases, didn't we? Yeah. Let's crank this air base, because air bases are relatively cheap. You guys are all deploying, and then we'll be able to train. You guys are going to overstack this just slightly because of the close air support. We are inventing new close air support. Send them up here. Good. And once they've deployed, they can train. Yeah, excellent, excellent, excellent. Let's go speed 4. Just goes a tiny bit slower. Looks like those foreign manpower wings were disbanded. Oh, is that what it was? Was it just that all our foreign mountain... Yeah, that probably is what it was. Foreign wings disband when you get a peace deal. That's so dumb. That's like... Whoa, there's too many of them there. Stop flying in Serbia. That's really dumb, because the peace deal wasn't, you know, the one that they're the exiled division's from. What an obvious oversight. Okay, you guys, train over Greece. You don't need a location to train, do you? I can't. There we go. Yeah, just train. Not you. You're plenty trained. But yeah, we might as well train them up because we don't want to waste them. But yeah, heavy fighting over Greece. But they haven't made any big plays against my actual positions. Okay, coming across. I imagine once Tehran falls, they will surrender. Should be fine. Alright, coming in there. Good. Yeah, the bubbles are good. When you open the research, I agree, chat. Alright, there's continental warfare planning. Timely, well named, that one. Extra research slot. We could coerce Spain. Yeah, I mean, Spain joining could be handy. But I don't think I really need to. Just checking. Is there anything over here I want before I go back to... Division training time? Oh, it's only for 100 days. We don't need that. We don't need the expanded draft. Special Forces capacity multiplier would be nice, actually. So let's get that. Yeah. Plus, hey, it's some free manpower. This is indeed Black Ice, yes. So some new doctrine. Already working on Spear of Firepower. Defense in depth. Gives you the entrenchment speed, tactical withdrawal, and recovery rate on artillery and organization. Damage reduction against CAS. Those are all good. But I think division recovery rate and org loss while moving beats them. And I'm not going to spend the army experience because I think we're going to need it to design tanks. Okay, ships are still in motion. Getting there though. And yes, we should start to see things like this where they're all in port, so I can send them over. I thought you could. Yeah, you can. Yeah, it's a shame we have to do that manually, but it's not the end of the world. Not really a big deal. Yeah, the Poles got their great nemesis in Japan defeated, so they're all going home. Okay. What next? Insignificant battle reports. Victory in the North Sea. And yeah, once we get the command power up, we will declare on this region, because maybe that is what's stopping France going through their focuses. Because I really want to go to war with Vichy France. Can we see what focuses they've done? No, they went neutral. So they're not going to actually join. Oh, they could still do national revolution. That doesn't really do anything. Yeah, but they didn't go fascist propaganda, meaning we're not going to see them declare war on us. The Americans will eventually declare war on them, I think we saw, though. Let's have a look here. Didn't they have a strike at the A strike at Vichy France. Yeah, Operation Torch. That's it, isn't it? Unlocks the decision to attack Vichy France. Okay. So maybe they'll do that. Which should be convenient for us. Okay, you guys, you're my Marines. You would be going from Gibraltar to Casablanca to start with. And that actually takes us to our limit on naval invasions, so one of those guys I want to switch over. Well, you can't do that because the game can't handle the fact that you're mining from one adding to the other, and you guys, the rest of you guys, just stay there in Gibraltar. Fine. Good. Good, good, good. Are we doing the next naval invasion? Yes. She's going to give us, what, another 4? Pretty good. Okay, in the east, outdated equipment's just a Spitfire, that's fine. Things with no mission assigned. You guys should train. New decision? Oh, baby. Yugoslavian infiltrators. You know I'm coming for you. Okay, Iran, just crumbling, yeah. No real challenge there. I love that the cavalry logo has it's just the horse logo with a hump. I really like that. Yeah, obviously we're going to take a bunch of attrition doing this, but I am not in the mood to overcomplicate the invasion of such a simple undefended region. Is that the capitulation by any chance? No. There's the new Hawker Hurricane. Cass. That was our plane slot, wasn't it? Yeah. Let's get the next one before we start building it for production efficiency's sake. Then we'll switch some over. Okay, Republic have been called in. You guys, let's have you all come home just so I can kind of see how many planes I have in one place. I think that's convenient. Okay. Good. And then, didn't I send some planes down here? Yeah. Thought I had. Okay, so the Pacific Fleet has arrived in Alexandria. So, let's set it to its duty. Scouts. First off, come out and then go back in, so you're in the right order. And then, all Pacific Fleets. Delete all current mission zones. I want you active here, 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 here. And you can only do so many zones, which I've never really... doesn't seem right to me. But I don't think they're very active in the Balearic, so let's do that. We could actually... no, let's split it in half. No, because then we can't have it all under Cunningham. That's okay, though. Cunningham can keep the Cunning force. The Ham force will have to go in a new fleet. The sub-fleet can go below it. Okay, 4 scouts each. Sorry, 3 scouts each. So 3 zones each. No, we need more scouts than that. We'll transfer over Bruce's men. And then Force A, which is the French fleet. No, some of these are ours. Can become the reserve. That's fine. As can you. And then Bruce is coming in here. Brucey boy, where are you? Bruce. Is that who I want, though? Probably want Somerville, don't I? Who's currently in the North Sea, I have to imagine, because he's so experienced. And then Henry can go in the North Sea instead. No, Henry's a sea wolf. We'll put this guy in the North Sea. No, a spotter. Dudley. Dudley can go in the North Sea. These subs should be commanded by our eminent sea wolf, Henry Harwood. Don't assign any traits, though. I need this stuff. Okay, so Pacific Fleet. Kill its zones. You are active here, 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 here. And here. You are based out of here. The reserve should be based out of Alexandria. And be a reserve. Now you are the East Med Fleet. So I will call you East. And I will call you West. Now the East Fleet with Somerville loses all its zones as well. Which I can't do for some reason. Weird. Anyway, you're going to go here, 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 and here. No, okay, we don't need the Aegean. Here. Ah, that's right, actually, we don't need here. Like so. You lads are going to scout. We have 5 scouts. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's fine. You guys are going to scout. You guys are going to strike. You guys are going to strike. And then the subs. Going to be based out of Tripoli. That's fine. You're going to delete all your zones. You're going to convoy raid all around here. Good. Seems fine. And then the escorts, of which there are... Yeah, the escorts are not needed right now. So the escorts just stand idle for now. The reserve should stay here. And you guys, especially the ones that aren't assigned properly, you can just go to the reserve. And then Force B stands ready to defend the escorts if needed. So they should probably stay on strike force, actually. Well, no, only once we just deploy the escorts, which should be lower than the rest in pecking order. Now, why are you repeatedly pulling yourself out? It's probably when they get something merged with them, maybe, pulls them out. And from the training fleet, we have a fine set of new cruisers. Actually, 2 of which, and some of these advanced new guys, and the Shire class, I'm going to put them in the first fleet. Long as it languished with only old stuff, they deserve. Dudley, as he holds down the North Sea, deserves a few more quality ships. Good. Now, also for Dudley, he could potentially have another scouting force here. No, these are escorts. But then the rest of these cruisers, 1 each for now, for the Pacific and the East Indies fleet, which will remain named such for their great victories in that theatre. Alright. Another victory up here. Good. Italian cruiser. How the hell did an Italian cruiser get north of Norway? That makes no sense. Anyway, there is our complete supremacy over this region. Established. And you, Dr. Alexandrius, why are you showing as not eligible in this zone? Maybe it's because I need to manually tell you to get over here. You, Dr. Alexandria, is not showing up as a problem. Why are you showing here? 1 task force. Some forces are too far away to give naval supremacy. Okay. I guess I'll base both my task forces out of northern Libya. Hopefully that has range on the whole region from there. And yeah, the subs will come and get active. These reserves can merge up and then get requested as needed. And also, once this reserve is fully merged up, I'm going to send half of it to the home reserve, just so that they're kind of balanced in the event that they're needed. Okay, so Australian divisions, you're still on your way. Who were some of the ones that were being done and need to be merged up? They're right. They're still doing it. Right, it was some of the Gurkhas. Okay. So sorry, not everyone that's assigned here. Just the ones that are assigned here and are here should get reassigned to Athens and begin the trip. Dun 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 dun. Really? You're not really not surrendering, Iran? Okay, now they are. There we go. Ah, and it does just apply the... They signed a white peace with me. And are forced to join the Allies and become a colony of me. Okay, fine. Excuse me. Okay, fine. They have surrendered, and the Axis have some men inside their borders and will soon live to regret this fact. You guys just go here, like this. And then actually Montgomery, I think I'm going to leave you in Iran. So get ready for this, because you're not going to like it. We need a supply hub somewhere up here, which are very, very expensive. But I think we need a supply hub up here, and then we need to supply it by rail. So I think we're going to put it here, and then I'm going to connect it to this supply hub here, and then take it to level 2, as am I with this and this. And level 2 to there should give me 40 supply, I think. But yeah, we need that as a matter of urgency. Cool. Because that would be the only way that we will hold this region if the Germans do indeed manage to complete this push down here. Which it looks like they're staying very stalled so far, but everything can change. And we have a war goal on Iran. That's fine. Some easy victories. Okay, are my guys in position? Yes. So you can go on strike, and you can go on strike. Good. So they don't have range on the easternmost bit here, but that's not a problem because they're not actually likely to act from there at all. And Force B, honestly, yeah, go. We don't need you. Go reinforce the reserve up here. But then I would like this York-class cruiser. Give that to me in the East Indies fleet, please. Okay. Agent captured by the Germans. Outrageous. Send a German speaker anyway to liberate him. Alright, how is that resistance looking now that we're properly set up? Only under 45. Good. Compliance is growing. Root out resistance is lowering it by 10%. Compliance is beginning to kick in. Advanced naval radar. Right, what should we get next? Yeah, I mean, I'm very tempted to not retrofit my ships, not least because we don't have the naval experience for it, so even if I wanted to. I think doctrine is what matters now. Yeah, just more escort efficiency seems useful. Okay, any of you guys still being silly? Doesn't look like it. Good. You guys are in position and have been. You guys are in position and have been. You guys are in position and have been. Though actually, you guys, let's move you to Gibraltar. So that you're ready to land and reinforce the naval invasions that we're launching from there. Good stuff. Those are indeed Romanians in Iran. I'm not entirely sure how they got there. But they are no doubt regretting it right about now. Okay. And yeah, a few repairs to be done on these guys. They should enable automatic split off so that they don't get halted by a repair again. Cancel this repair task. Repair high, but split off. Yeah. I want them active. Still can't quite reach all the way over here. That's okay. Italy, have you been spending your time wisely? While I've been away? I can't actually tell how their fleet is going. Well, Germany hasn't. They've got some pocket battleships and stuff, but they haven't got enough ships to screen even like 3 of them. Ouch. It's gotta hurt to suck that bad, huh? France. Send Valin to mainland France. What's that gonna do? Becomes an operative. Ah, cool. The Beveridge Report entails total insurance and allied services, infidential document of the founding of the welfare state. We can make ourselves less popular or a lot less popular. Well, totally irrespective. We'll just, you know, make ourselves a bit less popular. Because I need my party popularity to stay high. Something timing out? No, there isn't. Okay. Easy wins. Easy wins. Good. Game really is struggling now. Slowing right down. I have to imagine calculating supply is very tough on the game now. Tougher than it was, certainly. Just guessing, though. Could be wrong. There's the improved landing craft. Excellent. Just keep that going. However ahead of time it is, keep that going. Good, which means I can assign a few more to that. Where are the divisions that are meant to be? Oh my god. You morons! Get over here. No, just these guys. Morons! That's what you are. Get over here. You two can be assigned here. Well, 1 to each, I guess. And then we had someone else being assigned here to Gibraltar, didn't we? Yeah. You can come here. Oh, they're already here. Good. Yeah, some pretty serious resistance to Iraq. Resistance to Iraq. Resistance to unrest. I read Iraq at the same time. But we are up to 21% of the factories coming out of Japan now, which is pretty good. No longer under the effects of our finest hour. Okay, so we can do the that operation now. Wherever it is. Operation Exporter. To attack in here. So we should send over a bunch of McDonald's men to handle that. Don't think we need... I don't know where those divisions are coming from to go here, but just delete those. Chunk. That should do it. Get them over there as quick as possible. It's going to take a while to go across this desert, but... And yeah, I'm hopeful that this railway that we're building up here will never be needed. But, you know, it might be. So I think it's prudent to build it. Probably also some infrastructure here, but... Alright, there's British Expeditionary Force. So give me... Special Air Service as well, please. Those guys are both retreating now. Yes, good. So they'll be no longer a problem momentarily. There's anti-partisan. Keep that coming. So how much more effective is that now? They go to 115. Which I guess means they do... Oh, no, that's even more than before. 11? That's like doubled it. And okay, it's still... I'm not quite sure what's affecting the differing results we're seeing there. It's 5 here. Maybe it's the province, that the specific province they're in gets more effect? Yes, looks like it. I assumed it was going to be an even spread across the areas they were assigned. With that being the case, I'm not convinced I really need an intel network on Germany right now. It does give us more reconnaissance against them. But Yeah, we definitely don't need a network on Vichy France, really. So let's just give me more resistance control over here. Did I put someone down here? No. We've got 3 of them in Germany. We can cut that down to 2. Try and root out some resistance elsewhere. Didn't I have one down here rooting out resistance already? It's not too bad there anyway, though. I could do with rooting some out in Iraq, actually. Give me better access to the oil. New decision? Those old Yugoslavs. Gotta purge them. Alright, there's antibiotics. Good. Which lets me go down to something else, I think, didn't it? Or was that the one I was going down to? Yeah, the trickle back. And then another industry one. Yet more trickle back to be had down there. Org loss when moving. Tank production capacity could be relevant later. Fuel gain for oil. Training time. Let's get construction a tiny bit ahead of time. Easy wins. Political power. What was I thinking about with political power? There was something. Something I wanted to change. Yes, standards. Can't go to elite test standards unless we go to high taxes. And high taxes we just can't do. Okay, so we can't do that. What about elite officer training? Need high taxes for that as well. Why though? Can't we just divert funds from somewhere else? Make economies. Okay, so you've won now Cunningham, sorry, Montgomery, so let's just put our men all the way along this front. Strat redeploy where we can. And then as soon as we've got a few of them in place, we'll start. It's not like this place is going to be well defended. Yeah, I don't think we need more York classes, really. But go on, let's build some more anyway. Because they're cool. They're awesome modern ships. Fast and robust. But just 2 more. And that should be on 1. And then we should build some more light cruisers. Boom. Good. Subject may soon raise its autonomy. Iceland may become free. That's okay. They're a supervised state, aren't they? I thought supervised states... I didn't realize they could declare autonomy. Let's... Oh, this is a research anything slot. Okay, tanks then. Add-on armor. Engines. Better engines. French Republic has called the Dominican Republic in. France, why can't your focuses do what they say they do? That's what I want to know. There's approved power grid, okay. Which slot was that? This one, which can do air or engineering. Oh, there's a research slot. Research speed one we missed out on. Whoops. More planes, please. We actually should dial back our naval bomber production. All the way back to just 1, actually. Because we really don't need many of those now. Put it all on Spitfires for now. Got an extra 500 Spitfires in reserve. Let's start deploying some of those. Or is that just 500, 200, yeah, 500 fighters in reserve? Well, we have an extra 100 naval bombers to deploy at least. I thought it said we have 500 in reserve. I guess that meant fighters. Oh no, here they are. Good. With some French manpower. Seems good. And then once they've deployed, they can all train. Overstacking this one slightly. Let's send 600 of them over here then. Good. Air Force is gaining size, but the Germans have 5,000 aeroplanes. Holy crap. That's a lot. I can only hope lots of them are not that useful, but it doesn't look like it. They have a lot of naval bombers. That's not been my experience. Alright, this slot we were using on that. Let's hard pivot over to tanks. Give me... Do I want welded or do we want cast construction? Let's have a look here. Cast construction, welded. Welded does seem better, although it makes it more expensive. So yeah, let's invent welded construction. There's also all kinds of things we need to do in terms of inventing the actual guns to go on these tanks. But, yeah. Okay, people are roughly in position. Activate Operation Exporter. And France, can I join your wars, please? And you know what? I'm going to do it. I'm going to activate a battle plan. Ah, France already come in. Yes, please. Just take Beirut and Damascus, and that should be it. Oh yes, and then should call in these two. The German-American War. Don't call it the German-American War. You're going to make them. You're going to encourage them to change who the faction leader is. Hello, Jordan. Is this not working? Why am I call to arms not getting obeyed? They should have to obey them, shouldn't they? You're a puppet. You're a protectorate. You cannot decline calls to arms. Weird. Don't know why that's not working. Anyway, new Spitfires. Oh, everyone suddenly joins in. It seems like Black Ice kind of takes control of a lot of diplomatic events that would normally happen organically and just kind of forces them to happen. Dum 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 dum. Okay. Get in there. Get in there. Get in there. Good. Now what was I doing? Planes. So we've got a new model of fighter. And we've got a lot of experience to make it with. So maintenance seems good. We do tend to lose quite a few in accidents. Airborne radar. Bunch of engine. We don't need range. Airframe, canopy. We're throwing it all at this, basically. Yeah, just give it everything except extra fuel. So a bit lower range, much higher, quite a bit higher air attack anyway, a bit higher agility, higher air defense, some ground attack, which we don't need, but those also increase air attack. They reduce agility, but quite significantly increase air attack. Costs quite a bit more, but that's okay. Bang. This is the one to obsolete. Good, and then replace this with the Mark 6 Mark 1. Sorry, Mark 16 Mark 1. Boom. Costs more air production capacity, but that's okay. I can get that back like this. And then we have some spares. We have a lot of infantry equipment to upgrade. So I wouldn't mind putting some extra factories into that for now. We also have a Sherman and Lee chassis. I could just build this, couldn't I? Rather than inventing my own. But where is the fun in that? Ah, yes, and show outdated, and then close it, and then open it, and then hide outdated. Ba-ba-bum. Okay, speed 4 will do. And then has that unlocked new operations? No, maybe once these guys surrender, that's when the French will declare, but I'm just kind of clutching at straws, really. Maybe the Americans will hit the button and invade. Could, of course, tag switch to make these people do these things, but That would be cheating. We've managed to avoid doing that so far. Yeah, right. Didn't I overstack an airbase over here? Yeah. Most of you swap to over here. Keep training. We need the experience. Well, we don't need the experience, but we need the experience on the units. And there's the Special Air Service. Good. Now. Next. We could go as Turkey. Would they accept if they had plus 85 reasons? Surely not, right? No. Have a war we could be drawn into. It's going to defeat pretty much everything and different ideology. Okay, so we're not going to be able to get Turkey in. What does every man who does duty need? Requires no further peace. Oh, of course, this requires all this slot. Yeah. Yeah, without maintaining imperial integrity, it takes a lot longer. I think we went that way last time. Also, it wasn't black ice. I don't need these. Ah, yes, American tech sharing. This will be good. Well, it's only for air techs and naval techs. It's not as good as it could have been, but we should do that. Should have done that a while ago. Tis ever the way. War propaganda for some weekly stability. Yeah, just keep things... Try and keep stability a bit under control. Good. That has at least stabilized it. Yep, the invasions over here are going fine. Can speed it up. You guys go straight up to Beirut. Naval invasion in southern Norway. Good luck with that, bud. Instantly failed. To no one's surprise. Damascus a metropolis or just a town? Just a town. So it's not going to hold us for long. Alright, these escorts should merge into the reserve. And then I was going to send half the reserve up to the other reserve in case they need more topping off. Good. But yeah, I don't think the Navy is an issue anymore. I wonder, would we be able to take the American Navy? Yes, I think. It would be close. I think we could probably do it. There's superior firepower. Are there any important World War I things we haven't got yet? Yeah. Just do these real quick. Some hard attack. Hard attack on all our infantry. Raj wants to join our wars, sure. I think we could probably take them. Because, I mean, if we're looking at them... 16 battleships, 17 heavy cruisers, and 200 destroyers. 20 cruisers. Meanwhile, we have more battleships than that. Double the heavy cruisers, triple the light cruisers, and a lot more destroyers. Yeah, we could take them. They obviously have much more advanced fleet carriers. Much more advanced, but we could take them. Lebanon, the UK, has signed a white peace. If it makes you happy, Lebanon, to think about it that way. Alright, some more slanted armor. I think we need to start getting some of these techs over here. So what our tanks are designed to do is kill the enemy tanks, right? We're fine against the enemy infantry. We have lots of infantry that can do that. What I want is... yeah, piercing. Requires the ordnance, quarter pounder, anti-tank gun. Okay. So I want the big... what does this require? The next anti-tank gun down. If we could skip to this, that would be good. Are these similar? But this is just better? Yes. Because that's what I want. Just to be able to skip to this. So the ordnance QF 1725, that's It's one of these, right? Yeah, okay. So let's research down to this and skip a bunch of the tank tech tree here. Then these are the machine guns. Those are secondaries. I think we still need those. Alright, our motorized razor deploy. Get a few more as well. I maybe shouldn't have... My god. Dude. You were trying to go to Greece. Why? My guy, you were trying to go to Greece. Why are you in the Urals? The light divisions. All gathered at Rangoon. Most of them anyway. Right. Over they come. You lads are already over here. You lads are never going to come over here. You lads are just holding some ports. You guys are busy. You guys are... Right, the African ones. You're already over. You're already over. Slim, did you ever come over? Yes. You got all your men here? All but one. He's also in Iran. Okay, well, I'm just going to... He's just one guy. We'll just let him do his thing. These guys, how you doing? Bad. Okay. You're the new guys to gather in Calcutta. Get over to Calcutta. If you're not currently going to Calcutta, it probably means you're already in position. Yes. So you two can stay. Just go here for a second. Fine. New things coming out. New excellent cruisers. Love to see it. We could start taking out some of the older cruisers. Keep the speed up. Pull them out into reserves. Yeah, anything that's an older cruiser, I'm just going to assume it's worse and slower, so we're going to pull them out of the fleets. New decision. Improve our tech coordination. Interesting. First off, yeah, keep giving the Soviets some more backup. Purge the Yugoslavian infiltrators. Here it is. What does this do? You get close cooperation. License purchase cost goes up, but license production speed goes up, and they're more likely to accept it. It's active for 100 days, and then it removes it. No, I don't care about that. That's fine. We can invent our own stuff. Don't worry about it. Alright, so our motorized... Where did I put my motorized again? Firstly, you're motorized. Yeah, what's this army? Oh, this is my port defenders, right. You're a good motorized though, right? Wow, they're okay. Not good enough to worry about. I think I added them to this army? Yeah. Okay, so this is going to be the beginning of a fully mechanized corps. So this is like this is the army designed to directly confront the Germans. And it's going to have the Australians. Well, I might as well actually just keep it under here. That's fine, but that's what this is for. So you are mechanized. And you are mixed, but mostly infantry. And you're probably the ones that are going to get the tanks when they exist. And the person that's going to lead the tanks when they exist, Panzer Leader Logistics Wizard Distinguished Service. Seems good. Deploy here, add to this, deploy in ones because we don't have enough stuff for it yet. Okay. Nothing else I want to change here, I don't think. Any more political things you want to do? Manifest Our Destiny does give us some war support, but it's so expensive. Ah, stabilizing the mandate. They do now have less stability. And maybe Arab revolt. Okay, fine. We lose 25 command power, they gain some stability. Sure. It could cause problems, like they could revolt against us or something if we don't do that. Did that get rid of your Arab revolt focus? No, I mean spirit, rather. So, our new Marines, come on down to Gibraltar. How do I click on the Gibraltar naval base? with units in the way. Can I even? Not sure I can, but they haven't got many dumb ways to come there by train, so I think they're probably okay. Now, where are you guys again? Good. Reached a port at long last. Come over to Gibraltar. And you know what? I'll send you to at least a nearby port so that you can't screw it up too bad. Good. Next steps. Still building that railway. It's coming along. It's coming along. This is going to take a long time. It's not even going to be done till August. Oh my lord. So you have to not lose Baku before August. That's unfortunate. I'm going to wait for all these guys to be in place before I deploy them. And what are you guys? You're just another random... Oh, some of these are all British. Mostly. Ah, these are the Egyptian ones, aren't they? Yeah. Okay. Well, let's just make them regular infantry. They already are. Make them regular infantry. And delete the cavalry. I don't want our cavalry. And then they can just come home. Into the mostly motorized division, I guess. Sure. And they might take a long route, but I don't care. Okay. Anti-tank traps, good. Anything else I want from here? It's 5% more hard attack. It's only 56 days. Fine. Let's get it. Okay. King German Reich has called the King of Syria into the German-Soviet war. And then they immediately wipe peace out. Nice. More anti-partisan effects, please, from my spies. Syria has capitulated. These are dark times, because they're now in the Allies. And the news event checks where they are, not where they were. Fun. So, deploy all the way along this front. And let's see what the supply situation is when we do that. We know we don't want motorized here, though. Because they're just going to get murdered by the supply situation. So let's bring those guys home. In fact, what we kind of want here are Gurkhas. But yeah, we'll just have a look at what the current supply situation is. Also, I don't think there's any easy way to do this, but I want to demotorize every supply hub in Asia. Pretty sure there's no way to do that quickly. Did I motorize the ones in Japan? I don't think I even bothered. Yeah. Singapore, we already demotorized. There, good. These are all already done. Good, okay. So now, with my new and improved... These are going faster because of the higher efficiency. Down to 30% resistance. Pretty good. Pretty good indeed. And when I liberate these two and this guy's free, I'm going to send them over as well. I want to keep the resistance in Japan to an absolute minimum. Good. Okay. Also, we have army experience now. I could improve my colonial garrison. It's got this military police thing. Is there a motorized military police we could add or something? I don't think so. Would demotorizing make any difference if there's no demand to supply? Wouldn't no trucks be used anyway? No, I believe it does actually still demand the trucks. Like right now we need 1,050. And if I were to choose a random thing like this and then motorize it, now we need 1,350. Turn it off, 1,150. So it does still demand them. I don't think you probably wouldn't still lose them to attrition, but it does still definitely demand them. There's our agent rescued from the Reich. Good. Let's have them go over. We didn't send one down here in the end, did we? Let's send someone down here to retire resistance. And you... We sent someone to Iraq, right? Maybe I took him away. Oh no, he is there. Okay, did I already have one here? Yes, but further south. Okay, so if you go further north. We don't need two in Iraq. Where else would be useful? I could probably get it down to almost nothing here. But no, I'm going to send him... Yeah, I'm going to send him over here as well. Just really try and get the most we can out of these Japanese factories. Soviets are more or less holding them. Which makes me think if we opened up a big front, we'd be able to start winning. But if they deploy 6,000 planes against me, I'm not going to have much of a reply. Because we have, we have a lot of planes, but 6,000? Was it 6,000 they had? Can it really have been 6,000? Seems insane. I think the easiest way to deploy all our remaining fighters actually is to take one of these wings, pump it to 800, and then just wait for it to get there. There's the new cruiser chassis. And I don't really want to go to war with Germany until I have some tanks to try out on them. On the other hand, look at Italy here. They've got basically nothing. I think I'm getting all that vision because of my new radar. Yeah. I mean, maybe I stop waiting for this freaking... Please just declare war on Bloomin'. Tunisian light infantry joins your fight. How? You don't own Tunisia. French Liberation Army. Yeah, just... I need you to actually do this thing. I didn't get a new decision associated now that I've completed those invasions. No, that was optimistic of me. I don't know why. When did Operation Torch historically start? Because isn't that the invasion of mainland? Okay, Operation Torch was the Anglo-American invasion of French Morocco and Algeria. And it was in 1942. So it should have happened. You know what? I'm going to save in case this breaks things, but I'm going to tag to the USA and see what, if anything, is stopping them doing Operation Torch. Torch is North Africa, right? Yeah. As I'm just finding. Thank you for the spreadsheet. Not sure if you know there's lots of VODs missing. Yes, I know. Sorry about that. It's all going on YouTube though. I didn't stream all of it. Is why. So they are doing AI constructing radar, and they're adding some radar to Washington. Excellent. They've got their whole Congress system, some propaganda efforts. Launch Operation Torch. They're never, ever, 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 ever going to do this. Because they don't know that they need to position those ships there. Don't want to miss it. Yeah, fair enough. Well, that's flattering. But yeah, it's all going on YouTube, but I'm going to start uploading it only once I've finished the series so I can guarantee consistent uploads. I've got like 17 episodes, most of them like an hour long. Or more. Yeah, this is never ever going to happen because they're not going to deploy these ships to the relevant locations. So, I'm going to do a poll in chat. And then do what I want, whatever you decide in the poll. May we console declare on France, Vichy France? Yes, no. I feel like this poll is going to run for 1 minute. I feel like I should be allowed to do this. Because... Let me tag back. I think we should be allowed to. Because clearly the way it's supposed to go is their focus declares on them. And if that doesn't happen, this gets used, and then they're declared on that way. And that's only not happened because Operation Torch is, you know, I would put money that they have not taught the AI that they need to position their ships such that they can actually make that decision possible. We can't declare war through diplomacy. We can't justify, because we're a democracy, and Vichy France has not created any world tension. And because historically, I guess, it was Free France that declared on them, they just don't have any option for the British to do that. Unless I've missed it, but I don't think I have. There's no way for me to do that. It's 100% vote for yes. So I think I am going to do that. What I will do is... Well, yeah, okay, what I will not do, excuse me, is get all completely ready for this declaration and then declare. What I will do is attempt to simulate what would have happened if the USA had suddenly declared. So as to feel less cheaty. Declare. And then turn it straight back off again. Historically, a lot of invasions took less preparation than the equivalent opening of console. True. Okay, so we're away, and the fleets are in the wrong place. So the Eastern Sea Fleet, we're going to reposition momentarily out of here, and to include these areas. Oh, which is actually contested. No, it isn't. Vichy France then immediately joins the Axis. We launch some attacks up here, some through the desert, some directly at them. We launch what naval invasions we can right away. And we reposition our sub-raiders to minimize the chance that anyone reaches Vichy France. That's what matters right now. Our escort fleet that we've docked and haven't used for anything switches to a sub-raiding fleet and does the same. I do not want Vichy France receiving reinforcements. Now, Vichy France does have some men down here, but I feel very confident that I can make it capitulate by controlling the victory points in northern, up here. So here we have another 3 naval invaders, which we should assign out here, because I don't think Vichy France has almost any men. So launching off these naval invasions as soon as possible seems good, although, whoops, from within, our main man here's army. Ah, humbug. There we go. Sorted, and then you two launching from here. Oh, no, in this guy's army. Launching from here to here. Good. Then launching those as soon as you can. And then also, ah yes, others would like to join. Actually, you know what? No. Let's not call in our allies. It will simplify the supply situation. Now I have a new thing, the cruiser chassis, but we're not going to build that yet. Okay, and we're attacking in here, and we're immediately hitting large portions of their navy, detecting a bunch of convoys to be sunk. Vichy France attempting to ship men over from the mainland, no doubt. And yes, everyone's going to want to join, and I'll let them join once we've got the first bit here. State of Xinjiang has been called in. You know what else? It's possible that we managed to make them capitulate before they call in. Because I have a bunch of mills? No, just a couple. It's possible that we make them capitulate before they call in Germany, which would be funny. I'm going to put some more factories on our artillery because it needs upgrading. Yeah, it still takes a few days to plan these things. Actually, yeah, it takes more days to plan if we have it with more guys in it. So let's actually launch a separate naval invasion to here. such that this one can launch a few days earlier, because it looks like they're not garrisoning much up here at all. The light troops are only going to be needed if some of these convoys get through, but we've got some pretty fierce anti-convoy action going on here. So we're catching a ton of them. Let's see how we're doing here. Yeah, we've already sunk 30,000 Vichy France troops. Here they are, all piling over, mostly being caught. Some did get through there, but they're badly damaged. Did these escorts not get that order? I thought I gave the order. Damn, I guess I didn't. Okay, they'll have to sail over and join in then. Presumably they won't capitulate until you take Vichy itself. Great points. I completely forgot about that. You're absolutely right. They won't surrender over here, so we do need to capture this land over here. But what they will do is completely starve for supplies if we can take a few of these ports. So I guess actually I will accept all these calls to arms, because then the US will probably send troops to help with this lot. Decisions available? Probably war propaganda against these lads. No? What is it? Oh, it's the Yugoslav infiltrators. Classic. Classic decision. All the OGs remember purging the Yugoslavian infiltrators. Alright, you're going over there. Good. Fez is within our grasp. Reinforcement from the Americans. Tunisia, the men are en route. How are you doing on learning Invader, by the way? Haven't even made any progress at all. Excellent. Any more victory points in here? Yeah. I think this is a this is actually an activate the battle plan situation. Just to kind of wander across this desert, basically. Don't really need any kind of finesse to that, do we? There's the American tech sharing. Now, Royal Tank. Yeah, okay, we should do the... Oh, we should have done this sooner! What else? Is there anything else that I really urgently need? Is there tank bonuses up here? There's some bonuses for core artillery. Yeah, we could do with those, but let's get the tank ones as soon as possible. Landed, take over all of these ports. Landing here. And even though the Marines still suffer, only a 12% attack penalty, that's not that bad actually. Alright, and then we have a new research slot, which we can't put down here. We will want this ammunition, so let's start on that. Don't want to spend that much for only 10 gain. Oh, this slot is only for air and naval techs. Already getting the new CAS. Don't really need new carrier fighters. Don't really need new naval bombers. I guess I'll just put it on decryption. Maybe I should start inventing rockets at this late stage. Or nukes. Still can't do that. Let's get the decryption going. Really like that sound effect. Yeah, just capture all this land. It's the simple instruction. Naval battle result. Just another Italian destroyer. Still don't know how the Italian destroyers got up there. This is probably an opportunity, actually, to sink a bunch of German troops as they try and ferry over. Send me some more planes. Yeah, by all means. And there's the Hawker Hurricane. That was the CAS, right? Yeah. And then I think that's the CAS we're probably going to use for the rest of the war. If we want to, we could potentially also get some recon planes. Or a Buckingham light bomber. Is that much better than the Vickers Wellington if we wanted to build some medium bombers? Oh, it's a light bomber, not a medium bomber. Difference being the light bomber has more ground attack. Interesting. Much longer range. Changing design, requested payload, complete redesigns necessary. Wings are more powerful. Defenses, armaments. Yeah, let's get a light bomber. Let's maybe we do start building some light bombers for longer range air support. Wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. Spread out down here. Let's start cutting them asunder. You guys, yeah, just take the air bases. There's some healthcare improvements. Yeah, concentrate industry 5 seems good. The quit India movement. Crap. That's going to give them some daily autonomy progress gain. 0.4. What are we getting from this? Only minus 0.3. Crap. So to get India down, we're now actually going to have to start doing something special. Or this is going to make progress in the wrong direction. Okay, it's time to lend-lease them something. Like some old planes. I wonder if this still works. Is there really no way to tell me? Yeah, okay, there we go, good. Send them a whole stockpile of all these old planes that I don't use anymore. Good. And all of these captured planes that I'm definitely never going to use. All of them. And how much is the effect is this having? It's pretty big effects. I guess we're gonna have to do this to like crush Indian autonomy. These like 1 planes and 6 planes not really having much of an impact. In fact, it seems to have stopped having an impact. Is there a limit to the amount you can do via a, or is it just that these are, maybe you can't do it with captured planes? Is it that it's the captured planes? Like if I, yeah, okay, the captured planes don't work. Don't send them the Japanese planes then. Could send them all these old tanks that I have no use for though. Cool. Yeah, some of these are relatively expensive. There's definitely no better UI, by the way, for doing this. This is exactly as good as this can be. Bunch of captured planes. Sorry, tanks they won't want. Now, infantry equipment. Can I just cheese it with fuel? Like, what if I sent you once 100,000 units of fuel? No, they don't care about fuel. Sorry, I'm sure that's a terrible noise. How about some desert warfare equipment? Yeah, you like that. 10,000 units of desert warfare equipment. Okay. Some old anti-air. Some Rolls Royces. You know you want them. Right, Lewis gun is the new machine gun, yeah? Okay, so some Vickers machine guns. 10,000. Whoops. 10,000 Vickers machine guns. We're going to have to send them way too much for this to be plausible, it seems like. We have to lower their autonomy by, like, what is it? 1,000? Please tell me I can... Fuck. Excuse my language. We have to do it all again. Only send them stuff that's meaningful. Oh, hang on. Why is that reducing it by so much? Okay, well, yeah, let's start that. Maybe it still has saved the old stuff. It just didn't show it in the list. No, it's just that. Okay. We can't modify it till tomorrow. Okay, we'll just wait till tomorrow then. Invasion of Vichy France seems to be going well. The other thing we can do is go on suppress subjects, by the way, which I think we will do. Improved infantry anti-tank defenses is done. And that's all we want from World War I, I'm pretty sure, because it is everything, in fact. So, Army Doctrine. Regimental Doctrines. Leader skill bonuses up by 10% is pretty meaningful. So let's do that. Right, it's tomorrow. Raj, modify Lend-lease. I'm going to send them... But I mean, what if I sent them 1,000 convoys? I mean, that's a huge amount of production. Yeah, okay, that would do it. The thing is, if we do this, it has to work. Because... What do we need to lower it by? For the Raj, we've got to put them to Protectorate, which is 940. So let's just do that and then worry about going down the next stage. So the aircraft, how much were we getting with the aircraft? It was not much, was it? Like 20 from that. The swordfishes we definitely don't need. You can get another 90 from that. Actually, these are quite expensive and I don't need them. But you get another some from that. Now the tanks. We had a number of some of these. There's some. There's 200. Oh, we're kind of getting there. We really don't have much garrison equipment in reserve, huh? Right, yeah, the desert warfare equipment. We've got lots of that. We definitely don't need it. The old 9-inch guns. Don't need them. They're relatively expensive. We have way more heavy trucks than we need. What about if I sent you a lot of heavy trucks? I know we're going to need lots of these in the future, but we're making them at a pretty good rate. Yeah, the Rolls Royces. We sent them the machine guns already. So this is the level 2 mortar. Don't we have the next level up mortar now? No, we have the level down mortar. Plenty of those spare. Motorcycles are quite expensive, but we don't use very many of them. You want 3,000 motorcycles? Not having much of an impact. Yeah, these, fine. We should work out which are the old artillery pieces and send them because they're expensive. Right, well, sorry, that's actually easy to do. It's the ones you're not producing any of, Christo. If we're not building any of anything, odds are very good that we don't need it anymore. And I know this is expensive, but it's expensive of stuff that we could only turn into infantry divisions. I don't want infantry divisions. We have enough. We literally just have enough. So yeah, anything we're not producing. God, it takes a lot to scroll here. Yeah, the old infantry guns. We don't need them. The old mortars. We don't need them. Old recon equipment. Probably got a fair amount of that. Yeah, don't need it. Lewis guns. We're past those. Don't need them. Any others? Sure, some more old infantry equipment. Old uniforms. Old pattern uniforms. Yeah, we must have tons of those. Yeah, we're getting there now. We're getting there. Okay. What else? Well, 600 is pretty good. Let's send that and then review the situation. Also, how much autonomy have they got from... Don't they have another focus? Did they just do the quit India movement focus? Isn't there another one beyond that actually lowers it? No. I thought this one lowered it. So what are they getting daily at the moment? This actually gives 0.6 daily autonomous progress gain. Bloody hell. So we've got a lot to fight against here. Lower them by 900 points. They've contributed to war score, but that's not a hugely significant one. And the exporting, again, not hugely significant. Imperial service troops lowers it. That's interesting. A country is trending up, right? That number is getting higher. Yes, it is. Okay, but the Lend-lease... When's the first Lend-lease arriving? 28 days. They have insufficient convoys. 118 out of 1,000 needed. But it's still getting there, some of it. I think we should modify the Lend-lease to include a bunch of transport ships. Not all of them, but like 500 of them. Yeah, and then that's enough. And not only is that enough, it means we can accelerate the rate at which we're doing the Lend-lease. And you know what? We don't need more ships right now, do we? Like, I'm happy with the size of my navy. So we can leverage our cruisers, sorry, not our cruisers, our naval production capacity to realize our goal of Imperial Federation. Cool. Good. And then we'll just Lend-lease out a whole bunch of convoys. Okay, that should work. I panicked a bit there. I thought we might actually just fail the Imperial Federation thing because they weren't going down low enough. Now you're lowering steadily because of that. You're lowering steadily. So the problems are South Africa and the Raj. Everyone else is going in the right direction, unless there's someone down here I forgot about. No, that's fine. It's only the main members of the Commonwealth that matter. So South Africa, what's up with you? Atlantic Charter. You haven't got anything ticking autonomy, right? No. Oh. No, that's my thing. Ah, okay, here it is, yeah. The Votrika movement is counterbalancing my attempts. So start a Lend-lease to you as well. Anything that we're producing none of that I still have? The other stuff should all be being sent. Send you 250 convoys to start with. And then they'll have the convoys to take further Lend-leases going forwards. Now, how are your deliveries going now? They're happening. They're happening. But they still have very short on stuff. Okay. So the Noi naval invasion. Always happy to see those. Oh, they are making some headway. But nope. Complete failure. Okay. Hello. Thank you. Go ahead of time on tank radios because there's nothing else I really want in this whole tech tree anymore. Seems good to me. And then, what was the other thing we did? What just happened? Was it another tech? I don't think it was. Don't remember now. Is there a... There's no law or government I can do to actually move me to more autonomy, is there? Doesn't building in someone lower their autonomy? I think it does. Well, right now we're building in Iran, so I can check. Autonomy effect from master building. Yeah, okay. So, once these are built, we're going to start building military factories in India and South Africa. And thereby in their highest infrastructure states. And thereby both give ourselves military factories in the fullness of time, once we annex them, and give them military factories in the short term, which is also fine, and move them towards being annexed. And it's going to be civs in South Africa. That's fine. Good. Okay, right. That's that crisis somewhat resolved. We can lower some someone's autonomy. Who's that? We can annex Malaya, but we don't want to. It's just that I now have enough political power. Okay. New Zealand, you trending in the right direction as well? Looks like it. Good. Okay, meanwhile in North Africa, things are continuing fine. Looks like the Americans have showed up, and that's all good. Good, okay. Then the next step would be some invasions against Italy. Take Sardinia, Corsica, Sicily off them. Oh, hello. Crap, didn't notice this. Pretty major offensive there. You guys, time to reposition into these mountains. And also time to fully motorize this in case it can take some of the burden off up there. Also, all kinds of decisions available. Yeah, Yugoslav infiltrators, fine. Free military factories. Now I'm partly thinking, like, you know, what should I produce that we could send abroad, but perhaps I should focus on the real problems that we have now first. I really don't want to lose this province. So let's try and set up a new line of defense centered around there. If we lose this province, we're in trouble, because that's our supply hub. And it does connect in by railway from the north, so it would give them loads of supply. So, what I think we need to do is contest... Oh my god, they have 2,000 fighters. Well, what I think we need to do is contest the air. However painful that prospect may be. Now, it's going to be hard because we don't have enough air bases. But we're going to try. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Basing this deployment on the idea that our allies will just get out of these air bases if we need them to. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's realistically all the air bases we have in range, isn't it? Yeah. Okay, the rest can stay here. Most notably this 800 can stay there. Split up. Send 200 up here. And they can all keep training. And then we do have more than this. So we have, I mean, we have a lot of Spitfire fighters at the moment that we can let bleed in this air zone. But obviously it's not ideal. These guys need to get up here fast. There's plenty of supply down here, so let's advance. Well, no, leave those guys here because this is a good fallback line. I should probably... Are you guys jock? Yeah, let's pull back from the Bulgaria line. I've just built this damn radar here. Where else do we have supply hubs? So here, I mean, we don't want to lose Thessaloniki. Let's adjust to this line with these guys. And we're going to have to make them because the supply situation is not good. Could also try counter-offensives. But I think it would be foolish to lose my plan preparation bonus right now. And if we lose this front, you know, it's not the worst thing in the world. The Germans are pushing ever further east, south of Moscow. Royal Tank Regiment's done. Now, I do want the cruiser tank focus. But after cruiser tank focus, I think I might go to suppress subjects. New decision. Hello? What's the new decision? The hover tooltips are taking forever to appear. That's weird. We can close the Hanoi route. What is that? North to Karlin. Controlled by us. Where is North to Karlin? Here. Okay, sure. Close the Hanoi route. I don't know what that does, but let's do it. We can't do any of these yet because we haven't got the relevant extraction tech, which I should probably get for some aluminium extraction. Speaking of aluminium extraction, bet we can reduce our import now that we have this new holdings. Yes, indeed we can. Also, I've got to keep an eye on this because it could be Malaya, but it could be someone else. How are we doing, Raj? Is some of our stuff arriving yet? Not yet. But our building is working. Good. Okay, planes have arrived. They are, many of them overstacking, but hopefully our allies will realize the situation and leave. Get them on intercept. Let's just see what we can do to blow up any enemy support in the region. These guys mostly have pretty good coverage, even though they're deployed from a long way back. Where could I put an airbase that we could hold that would be relevant? Nowhere, really. Okay, but on the bright side, this is still working. Yeah, just wrap up all this land if you could. It's so ugly like this. At least we can deny supply to our allies now, so they're not going to be able to actually kind of fully blow up our spot. We have more men. Do you think more men would help on this front right now? We've got some supplies that we're not using here. I'm not sure it would, though. I mean, we'll see, because we've got the Gurkhas going in now. The Gurkhas are nice and light. One of their advantages. Any more decisions? I want to spend a bit of this political power. Oh, we can stabilize the mandate again. No, let's just let it destabilize. Yeah, I want to spend a bit of political power just so that we're under 300. So it's not showing me that I can annex someone, because I don't want to annex anybody. We could do this, actually. Lower the research speed and get the production efficiency cap and growth, and then the stability when it's removed. Sure, let's do that. The holding so far. Shooting down some of their bombers. We are losing planes, but shooting down a lot of them. Could throw up some anti-air here as well. Problem is I'm going to lose control of southern Albania if they get through this line. Could throw up the anti-air in Greece. No, I can't. Have they not invented it? Not sure. Ah, yes. Okay. We should cancel the sub rating. Get my sub rating back over here. We've taken all their ports here now, because I suspect they might have taken advantage of that shift to have better supply in this region by shipping it into Dubrovnik. And the escort sub rating, though, I do like that. I think we keep that going. Though we don't need it down here anymore. Because as I say, we've taken the ports. So, no longer really relevant. Hello, my love. You off to bed? Excellent. Shan't be long. Alright, yeah. Get some more sub-rating going with the escorts here. And they're all covered, so they should be fine. Okay. It's all kicking off. Has our first delivery to the Raj been made? Not yet. Next delivery expected in 9 days. I want to see that delivery arrive. There's the interwar diesel engines. Oh my god, we're so far behind. Straight on down to the improved diesel engines. Their attack appears to have stalled. And now we're just fighting in the air. Well, since they're not using stuff, we might as well go to air superiority. We have more bonuses for air superiority. Yeah, still suffering on efficiency. Mostly because of overstacking here, I think. Yeah. Well, allies, get out of my air bases. I need these right now. It's more important that I have them. Who else is here? The US? Get out of here, US. Some of them left. There's the new AT gun. Need to carry on down that tree. Because we can. Yeah, the supply situation is pretty dire. Could upgrade the port here. And indeed, I am going to. So I could deploy way more men here. Even if we have to fall back a bit here, we could try and hold Albania. It's very unfortunate we lost these 2 tiles. Could we counter-offensive here? It's not unthinkable. But they're entrenched, so I'm very reluctant to try. Oh, interesting. The US is trying a naval invasion and with garrisons and failing. Can lower Malaya again. I just kind of just want to spend the political power. So, sure, give me some expatriate donations from the French and the Poles. Give me some more factories. Alright. Still holding. And my Gurkhas arriving is good. I think we should perhaps get them to strat redeploy into position. I should probably pull out some of these motorized. I think they're going to use needlessly large amounts of supply. Maybe I should have used them to try and counterattack first. Alright, there's a major offensive. Anything else I want to change in my high command as well? Max entrenchment, defense in depth expert could be good. You don't want him, he's a fascist. Vichy through air power. Defense in depth doctrine ups could be useful. Medical research speed. Army fuel consumption down is pretty nice. Going for assault explorations. Because I think the defense in depth expert seems good. And then potentially, what have we got right? Division recovery rate and infantry. There's nothing better than division recovery rate available. Alan Brooks is good as getting there. He's as good as getting there. I just want to promote someone. And then do I want to replace static warfare? No, we haven't unlocked anything for that. For this, yeah, we don't need this anymore. So maybe... No, planning speed's not what we want. What we could do though, is do some last stands here while the Gurkhas get into position. Yeah, let's do that actually. Let's last stand on this guy while we roll in the Gurkhas. He can go straight through there. Oh. Right, send these guys marching up through the mountains here. Gurkhas have arrived to show them how it's done. You probably didn't think of mod makers making hundreds of different planes when designing the UI. I know that was a comment from a while ago, but it is a silly one. You can see three planes when you try and deploy them. Vanilla has like what? 1, 2, 3, at least like 16 different types of planes, and then you can also capture planes from every enemy in the game, which results in you having literally hundreds of different types of planes. You just get a bunch of people walking in here. And we don't need them on intercept because they're not using many support. So just fly air superiority best you can. They are taking losses faster than us now. I guess the air bases have cleared out a bit, yeah. And we're going to get more experienced rapidly. Do I have any... Yeah, let's get some of our... Any more of these valid? No. Carrier convoy protection, good. Contesting the air is going to be helpful there. Other air stuff, just more range. Can't do the next one of these yet, can I? No. Don't need any of this. Don't need any of this. Yeah, just give me, sure, torpedo tactics. We're trading relatively evenly right now. Thing is, I know we can't afford to trade evenly. But while their air force is here, it's not in the east. Yeah, one thing that could happen though, if this supply hub gets damaged by the fighting happening in that province, that's a disaster. Okay, they've called off that attack at least. Us successfully contesting the air is helping a lot. But I have to go to bed now because it is late. Okay, so thanks for watching. It was a pretty successful episode. Got Iran under control. Got reorganized all the stuff after the fall of Japan. And I think it's time to recognize that Cunningham is not needed over there and to bring him home. Let's put him in the Med, in the North Africa armies for now. And we're going to send him to near Benghazi, ready for a naval invasion. But first, we will rally his men in Nagasaki so that we can send them over in a sane way. Yeah, not that much resistance these days, just 26% resistance. Our spies are doing good work persuading the Japanese that it's in their best interests to help us out. And yeah, major offensive here, more or less seen off. And once Vichy France is finished tidying up, we'll be ready for some naval invasion strikes of our own. But until next time, thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you then. Bye-bye.